Hi, welcome back. This is the part 2 of the 7 habit book video you're watching. So if you haven't seen the part 1, I will link that video below. So watch that first so that everything makes sense. This video starts from habit 4. Habit 4, which is the first one in the public victory, is think win-win. When it comes to interaction between me and you or any human-to-human interactions, most commonly there will be like this 6 kinds of relations that will take place. Typically, most common from them are win-lose situations or lose-win situations. When someone crushes someone else for their own benefits, for their win, it's win-lose. And there are also some kinds of people who will give up just for another person to benefit. That's lose-win. Both are toxic to be in. Now you would think, like, why would someone think like that? It's because of the lack of abundance mentality. You see, those kind of people think that there's not enough out there for themselves, so that's why they become insecure, conscious, and kind of selfish. They feel like it's the survival of the fittest. The most beneficial relationship you can be in is think win-win. When you think win-win, that is when you flip the switch and think of mutual benefit. And the mentality is that there's plenty enough out there for everyone to benefit from. There's abundance, and we can all work together, share, gain, and profit together without crushing each other out. Now it's funny, I'm filming this video since the morning, and there is this, let me show you. There's this line of ants that has been working since the morning, collecting food basically. Now this made me think, what if there is only one ant working? What if these all ants has the mentality of there's not enough out there? They would kill each other, they would fight, and nobody would benefit because it needs strength, it needs teamwork to carry the food, to carry these insects, and each one will benefit from this. This is teamwork. This is win-win mentality right there. It's funny how I got that example, like coincidence maybe, but it's perfectly suits. Think win-win. Habit 5. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. You see, this habit is the most emotional and touching feeling habit in this whole book. Habit 1 and habit 5 are my favorites. If I can choose from them, like, those are the most important one can implement in their lives. So what is this habit about? This habit is about building stronger and deeper and strengthening the roots of the relationship between anyone, like spouses, parents and children, friends, loved ones. You see, when we are conversing, when we are listening, we listen in one of these types of formats. These are all good and bad, but are not so effective because, when someone is talking to us, we normally listen not with the intent to understand, but with the intent to reply. What our response will be. Like when someone is talking, we are already calculating in our mind, the thoughts are going on, what will our reply will be, what our autobiographical advice will be to this person. Seek first to understand means taking a step back, removing your glasses, demanding your point of reference, stepping into the shoes of the person who is talking and looking from their point of view what they want to say, what they want to tell us, how we understand them, what things they are going through, what they are trying to convey to us. We have to put our shield down. We have to put our consciousness down. It's a constant effort. It's a constant skill, and building that skill is called empathic listening. The essence of empathic listening is not only when you agree with someone, but you truly, fully, deeply understand what you're going through and you understand their feelings. You're not only listening through your ears, but also through your heart. There are 2 beautiful concepts in this book: psychological air and emotional bank account. Psychological air refers to air which we truly need to breathe, but it's psychological, meaning the freedom to not be judged, to be free to express how we feel to someone or anyone else. You have to provide this air to whoever you're talking to. Emotional bank account, on the other side, is the feeling of trust that is built up in a relationship between anyone. If I show you trust, honesty, commitment, I show you respect, appreciate you, I build a reserve in your bank account. You trust me more. Your trust towards me becomes higher. We all have this emotional bank account. We all give each other this psychological air. The more we do it, the more we practice it, the more we try to understand each other by letting our own guards down and listening with empathy. Okay, empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is a form of agreement, it's a form of judgment. Remember, for empathic listening, you do not judge someone. You, even though you agree or you do not agree, you're listening without judgment, without doubts or fear, and you fully immerse yourself in understanding the other person. Like, this is very simple to say, this could be or could not be so hard to practice, but if this goes on, if you build a habit of practicing this, you have no idea, even I right now have no idea how deeper the roots can grow, how stronger the relationship can become with only this habit standalone. Alright, for the habit 6 and 7, let's get some air, shall we? Synergy, synergy? Synergy. I'm gonna stick with synergy. What's the definition? Definition states an interaction or cooperation giving rise to a whole that is greater than the sum parts of itself. Meaning, if we put it in a mathematical formula, it's 1 plus 1 equals 3 or 30, 300 or more, or infinite. Synergy, whatever, is when you collect and amalgamate, love that word, amalgamate two or more parts, and the resulting product is always better than that. Take any examples. Take the homes, take the nature, take us for example, as we have so many organs working inside of us, and when they singularly put, they are massive, but they cannot run our body itself. Altogether, the result is us. We are the synergy. When different people brings different opinions, approaches, strengths and perspective into the table, instead of the stereotypical behavior, we should rather accept and appreciate it, or rather celebrate it. Because working together, looking for a mutual benefit, the habit 4, thinking win-win, the habit 5, understanding, seeking to understand and then to be understood, this is the effect. This will bring a strong leadership team mentality. For example, I've been into Philippines. I've seen different cultures. I've been friends with blacks, whites, browns. I've been friends with gays, lesbians. I've seen so many cultural differences. Not enough, but I've seen a few, and that, believe me or not, will open your mind so much. Like, you will feel small in a way that you have so much world to explore. These differences of cultures, values and histories is truly beautiful in the world that we live in. And judging other cultures, people, races by the yardstick of our own culture, that's typical, that's very stereotypical. Rather than valuing the difference, seeking to understand, exploring yourself and keeping an open, broad mind, always learning to do that, that will result in something that will truly blow your mind. I'm not even bluffing. You'll be blown away by the result of that. You'll thank yourself. Habit 7. Habit 7 is sharpen the saw. You see the tree behind me there? That one? Imagine someone is cutting it with the saw, which is blunt. There is no sharpness to it. I go to the guy, tell him take some time to sharpen his saw, and it will be basically easier to cut down the tree. By the way, don't cut trees, rather plant more. And the guy replies me, I don't have time to sharpen my saw. I have to cut down this tree. See, he doesn't get that how sharpening could be beneficial for him and easier to do the task. That is an example from the book. What this basically means, sharpening the saw, means practicing all the habits that we talked about on a regular basis with wise and balanced way. We have to continuously keep in practice our principles and values and stuff. Principles are not habits. Habits are somewhat on action. Principles are core fundamental things. So for us, we need sharpening in 4 areas of our lives: physical, spiritual, cognitive health and social health. Sharpening your saw in the physical area falls in the quadrant 2. It is less urgent and more of importance. You can work out and get in a good shape now or suffer 30 years later when you're in a hospital bed contemplating your past. Spiritual is asking yourself who you are, what you are, where you're going. This is a sort of a meditation. You see, meditating has a subjective definition for everything. It's not only just closing your eyes and working on your breaths. When you're doing something and you're lost and you lose the track of time, you're meditating. For example, this video, let's take this. I'm making this video for the second time and I'm not feeling forced to make this video because I am liking this. And today, let's see, I've been on this since 9 hours. 9 hours. But I'm still full of energy because this is meditation to me. Cognitive health is to continue to learn and explore. Immerse yourself into unknown cultures. Teach others what you so much believe in. Social health refers to relationships, living interdependently, spending time and growing roots with families and friends. I think that concludes the 7 habits. I'm pretty psyched on this book. I have learned so much from this, and the basic thing is to just keep learning, putting in the habit, putting in the efforts, and never stop. Hi, I figured the outro could be better, so here I am filming it again for the 3rd time. Listen up. Just by reading a book, just by uploading a video on it, and it doesn't mean that I conquer it all. The things that I shared in both of these videos, I struggle with them too. Recently, I've been learning a lot of new things about myself, a lot of flaws, and the question is, could I be any more excited? Could I be any more happy? The answer is a resounding yes. I'm hungry to learn, I'm hungry to grow, to learn about myself, my flaws, my potential, and also my relationship with others. So with that said, I encourage you to read this book, to pick it up. If you do, let me know. I'll appreciate it if you read it. So this is the end of the video. After this, I'm gonna roll out all of my favorite quotes from the book. So if you want to see them, feel free to do so, but this is the end of it. I appreciate you for watching, but more than watching, please just try to implement some. Peace out.